Just finding a normal breath here. Just tapping into what it is your body needs tonight. Maybe movement, maybe relaxation, or something else. Could be a mindset, it could be gratitude or stillness, peace, deeper breaths. Whatever comes to mind first is perfect. Maybe presence or mindfulness. So whatever the soul needs here, acknowledge that, set that as your intention tonight. If you set aside any worries, any to-do lists, any judgment, any expectations, just let those go. Good. On the inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhaling forward and up. Exhale back and down. And at your own pace. And as you rotate the shoulders, finding that alignment, head over heart, shoulders over hips, hips over ankles, toes pointed forward. And release the arms. So you stand open wide, even exaggerate that mountain pose a bit. Hands a little wider out to the side, palms forward, open chest. Inviting the breath to the body. On an inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Cross the wrists at the top. And exhale, arms come down, crossing wrists in front. Inhale, reach, crossing wrists, opposite hand in front. Exhale, sweeping down. Inhale, crossing wrists. And exhale down. Couple more. Last set. Good. Hands by the sides. Nice. Let's find our way down to a forward fold hinge from the hip. Soft knees. The head releases. Nod the head yes and no. Heavy head. Nodding the head. Yes, no. And ending on a head nod. Yes. I soften those knees a lot here so the hands find their way down to the mat. Left foot steps back, then right foot downward facing. Tailbone lifts to the sky, press the chest towards the thighs. Downward dog. Heels pressing towards the mat. Long, steady breath in and out. Good. And slowly lower, bringing the hands and knees to all fours. Tabletop position. Long, flat back. Spreading the fingers wide. Imagine a ball of light at the base of the spine, tailbone. And as you breathe in, that ball of light moves up the backbones, each vertebrae, to the top of the head. Exhale. That ball of light energy moves back down the spine, each vertebrae, to the tailbone. Two more breaths, following that light up and down the spine. Nice. And start to find a cat-cow flow, arching the back up and down, waving the spine between cat and cow. On the inhale, the belly lowers, eyes look up, tailbone lifts. On the exhale, the back lifts to the sky as the head releases down, tailbone releases down. And finding your way either to cat or cow and holding that pose. Holding cat or cow. Just continue to breathe. And then switching. If you're in cat, move to cow. Or if you're in cow, move to cat. Staying and breathe. Good. Let's lower down to the elbows. And find our way to puppy pose. So elbows right under the shoulders. Weave the fingers one in front of the other to place the top of the head down into the hands. Wag the tail. Slowly release the top of the head out from the hands. We'll make our way to hands and knees, all fours. Spread the fingers out nice and wide, gripping all 10 fingers into the mat. Toes curl under as the hips lift back to downward facing dog. Tailbone lifts high. And press the heels back and forth to alternate the heel press. Good. From here, we'll shift into a plank or a kneeling plank. Shoulders move over the hands, long, flat back. And let's lower to Sphinx. So take the thighs, the knees, shins, tops of the feet to the mat, and lower the elbows down. So we draw the chest through between the arms as the head gently lifts. Notice if you're slouching down into the shoulders, see if you can draw the shoulders away from the ears, kind of puffing the chest through between the shoulders. Nice. Good. From here, take the gaze down between the fingers, the hands, sliding the elbows out to each side. We'll rest the chin on the fingers. Moving into a half frog pose. So sliding that right knee up towards the right elbow. And the inner thigh gently releases down towards the mat. Couple more breaths here into that inner thigh. And slowly extend the leg back. We'll draw that left knee up towards the left elbow. Just gently pressing the inner thigh towards the mat. Half frog, chin resting on the fingers. Notice the breath here. Is it shallow or deep? Cool or warm? Fast or slow? Two more breaths. Good. Gently slide that left leg back. Nice. We'll move into a belly shavasana. So the arms go alongside the body. Rest the left cheek on the mat. So left ear, left cheek, totally rested onto the mat, and the shoulders roll forward into the mat. You may even hear your heart's beat in that left ear. The belly rises and falls. And the heels fall out to each side away from each other. This is a very restorative pose, a really restful pose. The weight on the belly helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. You can move out of fight or flight and into a deeper state of rest. Turn the opposite cheek towards the mat, the ear pressing into the mat. Couple more breaths. You feel fully supported by the floor. Don't have to hold anything together here. Just let it all go forward into the mat. Good. We'll slowly bring the gaze back down. Pull the hands underneath of the shoulders. We'll start to engage those thighs. So lifting the kneecaps, the thigh muscles, lifting the glutes To activate the lower back, press into the hands using the back strength, the leg strength to lift about halfway up. And then on the exhale, release the chest. You come down. And then the inhale, engage the thighs, the low back, lift through the glutes, lifting halfway up. And then exhale, lower back down. So it uses the low back strength, so the core, glute strength. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Still finding a long spine, so not really kind of crunching the neck back, but keeping the neck long, the head long as you lift. And then the exhale brings the body back down. Think long spine as you lift halfway. Training and being mindful of these back. Especially with the way it is, the way our devices and lifestyle is, like we're grounding forward driving on technology, like hands, neck is usually kind of rounded back forward. So this is a great way to reverse the effects of a rounded spine, a rounded posture. Last one. Nice. As we're up, we'll press into the hands and find our way all the way back into child's pose. So taking the knees wide, sink the hips back, big toes towards each other. Belly breathes against the inner thighs. Kind of offsetting those back bends here. Relief for the low back. Find a couple more rounds of those belly breaths. So as you breathe in, the belly is expanding, possibly touching the inner thighs. Nice. And slowly to come out, we'll bring the hands back towards the knees, press into the hands as you find yourself up in rock pose. So sitting back on the heels, hands rest on the thighs. Just take a moment here to breathe, ground your energy, feeling strong and heavy through the body at the same time. You want the block? I got this one here. Malachi was busy stabbing it. Oh yeah, it's tempting. Yeah, perfect. Good. From here, we'll slowly come up to the knees. If the knees are a little sensitive, which they can be here, press the shins down and the tops of the feet, kind of taking some of the weight out from the knees. Just distributing the weight more and around the whole shin, foot. Kind of works more of the hip flexor muscles. Good. Take fists and place them to the low back. Push the hips forward as the thighs lift, kneecaps lift. And gently lay the head back, opening the throat up. Nice. Slowly lift through the head. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open through the chest. Pull the thumbs away and take the top of the head. Back to hands and knees at all fours. And we'll curl the toes, making our way back to downward dog. The hands may come forward some. Let's walk the dog, stepping, maybe multiple, a dozen steps to walk the feet up to the hands. Nice baby steps here. Good. Top of that. And let's walk both hands to the right. The center and to the center. The head heavy, the shoulders heavy. As the hands walk back through the center and to the left. Nice. Back to center. And focus, keep the fingers down and around and up as you inhale, arms overhead, big stretch overhead. Hands touch at the top, exhale, thumbs to heart center. Steady breath. Just lift through the heart. Good. Let's bring our hands to the hips. We'll find pyramid pose. This one's always good for the low back, hips, legs. So the left foot steps about 16 inches behind the right foot. Hands are holding those hip bones as we hinge forward, pressing into all four corners of both feet. Just lean it forward. See if you can keep the back long. Nice. So we'll flow with the breath. So on the inhale, lift back up through the top of the head, keeping the spine elongated. And then exhale, hinge forward. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward, hinge. Two. Up. And slowly step to the top of the mat, just kind of shaking out that right working leg. The left leg. Good. And we'll switch. So left foot plants down, the right foot steps behind about 16 inches. Hands at the hips. Tall spine. Holding onto those hips. Feeling that hip crease as you come forward. Inhale, lengthen back up through the top of the head, lifting. Nice. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Two more. Nice. And take a step back. Up. Shaking out the legs. Nice. Good, good, good. Let's take our right foot back. Warrior one. Raise both fingers, hips square, shoulders square to the front of the mat. Good. From here, open up wide. 5-pointed star, big reaching stretch, open arms. Good. And from here, bend at the knees. Keep the knees tracking wide as you squat, crossing at the wrists as the hands come down. Inhale overhead. Crossing at the wrists at the top. Just moving with the breath. Good. A couple more. Good. Last one. On that squat. Holding it. And bring both hands forward as the chest lifts. Pull the shoulders into their sockets, long arms. Good. Nice. We'll straighten out the legs, bring the hands to the hips. We're going to heel toe the feet in. Doot, 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 doot. Good. And walk back to the top of the mat. All right, warrior one on the other side. So the left foot stepping back. Square the shoulders, the hips to the top of the mat. So you feel that left thigh engage, the left kneecap lift. Both fingers reaching. Nice breath, steady. And from here, opening wide. Instead of sun flow on this side, we'll find the moon flow. So as the knees bend, the elbows come into the ribs, palms straight forward. Good. Inhale, reaching both hands up as the legs straighten out. Exhale. Last set. Nice. Finding straight legs. Once again, hands find the hips and we'll heel toe the feet back in towards each other. So all the way into about hip width distance, and we'll walk back to the top of the mat. Good. We'll find our tree pose here. So taking left heel to that right ankle. Make sure that left knee opens out to the left. Staying here, or challenging the balance by bringing the foot to the calf or above the knee to the inner thigh. I always like to reach that same side left hand into the ankle, pulling the foot into the inner thigh. Not always, but sometimes. You'd like to challenge your balance. Send both fingers overhead and wave in the breeze. Dipping tree. Good. Release the arms. To come out, we'll take the left knee forward, rotate that left ankle. And release. Good. Shake out the leg. And we'll switch. Grounding the energy into that left foot. Spread out the toes. Taking right heel to left ankle. So right knee stays open. Maybe the soul is asking to stay here, so listen to that. Or maybe ready for more, the foot lifts to the calf, or above the knee to the inner thigh. So wherever you're at, try to keep that right knee wide. Finding a visual focal point, something eye height to center your focus of your gaze. Blow in the breeze if you feel so called. Wherever you're at, slowly coming out. Take that right knee forward and slowly step it down. Rotate the right ankle. Awesome. Perfect. Mountain pose. Just do a gentle body scan. Close down the eyes and start at the very top of the head as you scan down to the feet. Good. Set up for, get ready to move into pigeon here. So big overhead reaching stretch. And then on the exhale, press the palms away. So you hinge at the hips, swan dive it down. Forward fold, and then stepping back to downward dog. From down dog, three-leg dog. So the right leg lifts for three-leg dog. Moving into pigeon, we'll start by bending the right knee. Stack the right hip over the left. Take a look under the right arm. Let's re-extend that right leg high, pulling it forward all the way up to the hands to slide the left leg back. There you go. Another trick, so you got that block, pretend this is my block. You could take your block under your right butt cheek to get a little extra, like, kind of like a little seat, a little chair. Yeah, yeah. You can kind of find the sweet spot for it. I might even put it down to that, like, yeah, maybe, I don't know, listen to your body. If you want to go up high, that's fine too. I just think it might be a little more stable that way, but and if you want to stay here, or bring it down to the elbows. Just listen to the body. Just try to relax through the face, those little muscles in the face. This is a really good stretch. Release. the hips to help with lymphatic drainage, low back pain, hip pain. Couple more rounds of breath here. And to come out from the elbows, we'll gently walk hands back towards the hips. Slide that block out. Let's press the hands into the mat. Curl the left toes underneath, lifting the left knee, sliding that right leg out. Back to downward dog. Good. Good, good, good. We'll set up for the pigeon on the other side. So the right heel presses down, send that left leg high. Bend the left knee, look under the left arm. Extend that left foot high as you can take it. And all the way up to the left hand, walking that right leg back. Good. If you want to use the block on this side, yeah, you kind of got it there. Just kind of propping it underneath. Almost use it to like kind of lean more to that left glute side a little bit. And it might help to go forward, or you could stay lifted. Just find a place that is not with shooting pains. If you feel like your breath is constricted because of the intensity of the pose, then back out. This is the same pose as figure 4 on your back. If you want to go into your back, it's available too. Or if you want to go deeper, maybe the forehead rests on those stacked fists or on the mat. Couple more breaths. You're really relaxed through your face, cheeks, lips, teeth, gums, roof of the mouth, eyes. Awesome. Coming out, we'll walk the hands up if they were down. Good. We'll slide that block out. Good. And we'll make our way into seated. So if you're at hands and knees, just kind of swing the legs around, finding that easy seated pose. Crossed legs. Hands resting on the knees, sitting tall. Letting the shoulder blades glide down to feel the openness across collarbones through the sternum. And we'll add a twist. So starting by taking the right hand to the left knee And the left hand behind the block. If you want, you could place the left hand onto the left block. Be up on left fingertips. The gaze can be to the left or over the left shoulder. Slowly coming back to center. And we'll switch to the other side. So the left hand finds the right knee. Right hand behind the back. They're on a block or fingertips. Steady breaths here, a couple more. And coming back forward. Good, let's pull those feet out. Feet are about distance with bent knees. Bring the hands out to each side, or if you want to support in boat pose, you could hold the backs of the legs. Either way, bringing the shins to a parallel with the floor. So you find a long back, keep breathing. Good, release the feet, scooch forward. And hold on to the backs of the legs as you rock and roll up and down the back. Pull the knees in to the chest. You can rock side to side or whatever would feel good. Maybe the knees kind of circle individually or together. Nice. And moving into a supine twist. So keeping that left knee hugged in, extend the right leg. Good. Use the right hand on the left knee to guide the left knee over the body to the right side. The left arm opens. Adding in a sinking exhale breath. Amazing. Slowly come out by first taking the gaze back up to the sky. Pull both knees into the chest as you come back onto your back. Good. Gently rocked side to side. Good, good, good. Let's extend the left leg straight out, keeping the right knee in. It's using both hands to take that right knee into the chest. And then with that left hand on the right knee, guide that right knee over the body to the left. Right arm opens to the right. And it's okay if the knee and the shoulder both don't touch the mat at the same time. You don't want to yank or force your spine into the twist. Just let your exhale melt the body. Breath by breath, exhale by exhale. Nice. Slowly take the gaze back up. We'll pull both knees into the chest. Nice happy baby pose so the bottoms of the feet lift. Holding on to the yogi pants, ankles. You could do a yogi toe hold. Peace fingers wrap the insides of the big toe, capped by the thumb. And, shoulders relax towards the mat, knees towards the armpits, tailbone towards the mat. Dip the chin to chest, and there's a gentle rock side to side. Just letting go. Notice where you're still hanging on. Good. This is a really good alternative stretch to that yogi squat. Let's bring the bottoms of the feet together. Recline butterfly. The knees open to each side. And rest the hands on the belly. Just feel the rise and fall of the hands naturally. Notice where the breath is. And one leg at a time moves into Shavasana. Corpse pose, so extending the legs out. The legs are a little wider than the hips. Toes falling out to each side. Hands could stay at the belly, or feels good to do so, bring the arms out to the sides, maybe about 45 degrees from the body. Fingers curling, palms up. Dip the chin. And as the eyes close, focus the attention or the awareness of the internal gaze to the forehead between the eyebrows. We'll add in some Ujjayi Darth Vader breathing. So it's a constricted exhale, like as if you're fogging up a mirror, but the mouth is closed. So it sounds like this. aka Darth Vader. But the mouth is closed, so the exhale actually moves out the nose. So keeping that internal gaze at the forehead, Ujjayi breath, Darth Vader breathing. It's extremely restorative for the nerves, for the brain, central nervous system, helps to calm, which is really good for the T3 thyroid hormones. It's good for energy levels, all kinds of benefits. Release the Ujjayi breath, going back to normal breathing. Letting the body relax in stillness. A deep breath in and exhale. Go through here, and I'm going to say a few affirmations around supporting the soul. I'm safe to slow down. You can repeat these silently in your mind after I do. I'm safe to slow down. My needs matter. My needs matter. I'm allowed to rest without guilt. I'm allowed to rest without guilt. I trust myself to make aligned decisions. I trust myself to make aligned decisions. I can honor my feelings without becoming consumed by them. I can honor my feelings without being consumed by them. I'm worthy of peace. I'm worthy of peace. I'm becoming more connected to myself each day. I am becoming more connected to myself each day. I am safe. I am supported. I am enough. I am worthy. And slowly starting to come out from your time in stillness at the end of this practice here. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Rotate the wrists, ankles. Maybe adding an overhead stretch. Fluttering the eyes gently open. Nice. And we'll find our way to seated, either rock up to seated or you can roll to the side. It's up. Cross legs. So we're sealing our practice tonight with a big inhale, stretch overhead. Connect the hands. And exhale the hands down to the heart center. Namaste. Namaste, yogis. All right. I was thinking about you when I was spraying my room spray. I made it with vodka and a couple essential oils and whatnot. But I was like, I bet he smells my cheap vodka and this stuff.
Making a tincture.
Well, I don't know if I could call it a tincture. It's just supposed to be like a body spray, room spray, but yeah. Maybe it's a tincture, technically, I guess, because there's alcohol, yeah. I've been dabbling with the idea of making tinctures. But
what would you start with?
Oh, I don't know, just some random weeds in my yard or something that I already have growing. I don't know. Yeah.
Stand on one of the few plants or the whole plant is edible. Roots, stem, flower.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Ah, they're home. Yay. Yeah. People just pass them off as a weed, but there's so many medicinal properties. There's all kinds of different tinctures though. Like I used to use them for like, oh, I don't know. Liver support or like detox.